Good morning, I'm Sunitra Chaudhary, National Political Editor of Hindustan Times, bringing you the best stories from our pages. It's Friday, April 10th. First, a look at the numbers. There are now 6,701 cases across the country, and there have been 231 deaths. But the worrying figure in all of this is that 816 cases in just the last 24 hours, which begs the question, is there now community transmission across the country? It's something that the government has to answer. The first story is a bit of a disappointment. Many expected that with things warming up in the climate, that the number of cases would go down. Well, a latest study from the US points out that this may be a misconception. They point out that Iran and Australia with warmer climates have still seen large number of cases. And doctors explain this by saying that the hotspots for infections are places which are air conditioned, so places like malls or hospitals. So that's some bad news to deal with. The second story is how in just the last 1 month, food prices have seen to be tripling. And that's because of three reasons. One, because of the shutdown, a lot of the produce hasn't been coming to the market. Second, transportation has also become very, very expensive in times of a lockdown. And third, and most important, it's because there isn't that much migrant labor. Even though concessions have been made by the central government in allowing their movement, they're just too scared and aren't turning up for work in the farms. The third story that we have for you is a fascinating story from the Rajiv Gandhi Super Speciality Hospital in Delhi's Tyrpur area, which points out how doctors have been working under trying circumstances. Read that story in the paper about how they've been divided into two shifts. They do 2 weeks each, after which they are quarantined, and how when they wear the PPE suits, they can't come out for 6 hours. There are no toilet breaks in that period. So very, very trying circumstances that the health workers are working in. The fourth story that I want to point out is the story from Goa. Everybody loves Goa because of its beautiful beaches. Well, it seems that a lot of the Britons who are stranded there don't want to go back. Why? Because a couple of reasons. One, because things are really bad back home, and so they feel it's safer over here. And it's also very expensive getting into one of those evacuation flights, which costs, apparently one ticket costs £600. And so the local government there is also trying to help out by telling people that they're not the source of infection because they've been here quite long, and they've also asked hotels to give them cheaper rooms. And finally, an inspiring story from Uttarakhand, the story of a 60-year-old woman who's given her entire life savings to the PM Cares Fund. She had 10 lakh rupees, and her name is Devki Bhandari. She's from Chamoli, and she said that she doesn't need that money because she lives in a small room, she has no children. So, to sum up, be like Devki. Give to other people. That's all the news for now. Keep tracking HindustanTimes.com for all the news updates.